Hi guys, this is Jennifer. This is take actually 3. The first one wouldn't upload, so I put pictures on Facebook, but the second one, my niece, my darling niece over there, was screaming at the top of her lungs. That's her new fun thing to do. She's 11 months old. I've had her since she was 4 days old. I went and got her from the hospital. So I went from 4 kids to 6 kids because I also have one of my son's friends living with us. So it's been hectic. So I didn't do very much scrapbooking for a while, but I'm back doing it. And I was browsing the regular Junk Journal Junkies site, and I noticed there were a lot of names and faces that I didn't recognize. And so I realized I haven't done a group swap in like a year. I've done private swaps and commissioned items, and I don't always get a chance to upload them on Facebook either. So I was really excited when I saw Mini Botanical because I just got this paper for Mother's Day, the Botanical collection. So anyway, moving on. This is the Fab Scraps collection, and the journal was to be 4x6, 4 signatures, and then obviously botanical images with a couple images maybe of bees, butterflies, or birds, which kind of go with flowers. This is the Tim Holtz book plate, and then I ran another one with just some tea-dyed paper so that my partner could have a little label. And I think I might do a couple of these and stamp like the day or journal so then they can pick what they want. This is, and that's her in the background, corrugated with my daughter, they're playing. Corrugated flower with a bumblebee. I thought would be cute. And I really wanted to keep this as plain as possible because I think of the Botanical as something you are writing about flowers in your garden or things like that, real simple. I didn't want it real cluttered on the front. Even though I do like that for some things, the Botanical just didn't seem like that. And then the spine is probably the most, and I'll put score tape on this when I send them, the most decorated part. This is a flower I had from Amanda Charlesworth, and some dangle lace, some flat back pearls, just real simple. And this is the back. My label will go here. Sorry, I broke a nail this morning and I'm really sad because these take forever. They're my real nails. I've already had trouble. My nail guy retired, and I have been trying to find a new tech that I like, and the one lady cut off my real nails when I asked to have them removed, their acrylic removed and fresh put on, because sometimes their acrylic gets stale, and she didn't soak it off. She just started cutting. So I lost about 3 nails that way too. So I'm really not happy. Anyways, and then this is some seam binding. I cannot remember. It's not cornflower blue because it's a little more blue, but I cannot remember the color. I'll have to look it up. So my digitals are predominantly Tsunami Rose. There are a few Marion Smith and a couple ephemeras vintage garden. So this is Tsunami Rose. And then these I included. I was going to put them on something, but I decided to leave them for my partner to do with what they will. These are, they're either 1910 or 1920. I can't remember off the top of my head. French seed packet lithographs. My mom said they just basically adhered these to seed envelopes. I don't know if they did that or if these were cut out. I have no idea. They just said lithographs. They're French. It was an old packet my mom had. She gave me a fat stack, which I will be listing these on my Etsy shortly. I know I was supposed to do that a while ago, but it's been really busy summer. So I will try and get all that stuff up in my Etsy shop. And then these are library printables from Tsunami Rose. And it drives me crazy. Everywhere I go to get the library printables, which I love, they don't do the backs. Like the plain, so you can back them so they look like an actual library card. So I think I need to ink this some more because it does not match. I don't like that. But I just backed it on a library card. But I need to fix the color on that. And then this back paper is awesome. It looks like pressed flowers in the background. I just love it. Okay. And oh, this is a real flower in there, and I am leaving it for the person to do it what they want. Didn't want to, I wanted to leave some elements to decorate. And then this is a Marion Smith. I shrunk it down And it comes like distressed and stuff when you print it, and I just cut it out. And I cut out all the distressed look. I love how vintage it looks. And I kind of like to rub the ink when it comes out of the printer, because I have a laser printer, so you kind of have to scratch at it. Okay, vintage seed catalog with a tiny clip. Oh, my nails. It's hard for me to do stuff with short nails. And then the stamps that I used, I'm actually using my tripod on, is 2002, I think it's Cherry Blossom from Stampin' Up, or Tool Blossom, something like that. And then I just had a couple, I didn't do too many, I just had a couple extra stamps here and there. That's Ephemeras Vintage Garden. This is a polka dot craft sack from Stampin' Up. And this is a top note die I cut out from Ephemeras Vintage Garden paper. And this is just a white sack with a butterfly and a prima flower. And then this is, I had a set of these already printed off, and I don't know, they're from a blog site, and I do not remember the name. I will try and find it. I have a ton of digital images. I tea dyed everything, and some of them are baked, but the tea I used was Tivana pear tea and the blooming flower tea. And the reason I did that, I know it's expensive to do that, is because I wanted the book to have a faint scent of floral. It's not strong, because I know some people don't like strong smells, but I don't know, I did bake some of it, and I iron all my paper. But I did not do any copy dyeing, because that has that real tart, bitter smell, and I didn't want that in this book. I wanted a floral smell. This is a tuck with some blue light stamping. And this is Stampin' Up! Pink Passion. It is so bright. It bled through, so I stamped it in 2 spots. I had to put pockets. This is just a card I cut out. Some of the stamp. And this is some of that paper. This is the big elements. This is the center of this first signature. Big elements from Tsunami Rose. And then this is the edge die. This is a scallop Stampin' Up! Envelope that I reversed and made into a pocket. Just a simple flower. And I reinforce all the center of my signatures with washi. This is another Ephemeras Vintage Garden paper that I cut out. File folder. And I love this image. And this is the die, Stampin' Up! Dies. A lot of my dies are older. I think they're retired. Just stamping, corrugated. I love corrugated. And then this is just that the tea. It air dried, so it had like a nice faint green scent. So we're supposed to make this like a vintage Victorian. So I didn't want the images all bright, so I tried to rub them when they got out, so it looked like it was old. And I pressed some flowers when the swap first came out, but I don't know if they're going to be done. Hopefully they will, and I will add them in the elements to add to the book. I'm just going to make a little envelope full of things to add, like with the stickers and the stuff like that. So I like to add extras, and we always obviously add goodies to our swaps, but these will, and I'm going to put some tabs, I think, because some people like tabs on their journals, and some people don't. Woo! I am so sorry. Okay, this is, I can't redo this video again. Ephemeras Vintage Garden, just with a mini Brad. Just some lace. This is a retired Stampin' Up! Paper. That's her new favorite thing, is to go to a whole other octave of screaming. Sometimes I think my windows are going to break. This says Botanical Garden Spring Season Pass. And this is the Monarch Butterfly Festival. These are just some ephemera I had in my stash. I thought they'd be fun. This is just canvas and a garment pin. And I'm going to try and put these garment pins in my shop, because I have different colors than other people normally have. This is fussy cut and put on this tag. And this is the white. I have a lot of colors of this. It's kind of like an organza, kind of lycra, real soft ruffle trim that I've only seen one other person have, that I have in my shop as well. And then, but I have lots of colors. I even have one which I should have used and I didn't think of it, that if you lay it out, all the layers look like flowers. And then these are 2 top pockets, and then 2 tags. It takes too long to put everything back in. I'm already at 10 minutes, so I gotta hurry. And then this is another tag with seam binding. And I try to keep to the real floral colors, soft colors, with all the seam binding and images. I'm so sorry. Usually I do this when she's asleep, but I don't have a choice today. This is 1890 or 1905 book page. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. With a fussy cut image. Tag. Another one of those stamped butterflies with a pocket on the other side. More of the stamps, spin up stamps. I think that was a Project Life card. I cut it in half though because it was big. This is just a book page element with a little, this is Ephemeras Vintage Garden. I love this. This is my favorite one out of the set. And then just a journal card. And this is a journal card with that beautiful paper. Love, love, love. This is the Fab Scraps paper. I love that paper. This is a big coin envelope that is the center of this signature. I basically take them apart and what is cotton? And sew it and then glue it back together. So I always like to put, I made each signature. Oh, that other envelope back there was the center of this second signature, sorry. I make each center just different. Flashcard that says flower. Because I think that's fun. This is a tuck spot. More paper. This is another Farmer's Vintage Garden. And then this is one of, I got these new dies, and they're so small. I didn't expect them to be that small, but I thought it was so cute. And then a little bee with a prima flower. Fab scrap paper with the journal card. And I try to make everything removable, so if you wanted this to be not as busy, I love this tag. Not as busy, it wouldn't, I don't know why the symbol is doing that. It wouldn't be. And then that's just a glassine bag I'll be having in my shop as well. Stamp. Yeah, because then you can remove things if you want. I am so in love with this paper. And this is the other side, so they all have different sides. Prima flower with a ribbon rose. And this is a Ephemeras Vintage Garden. Oh, okay. I'm running out of time here. Got about a minute left. This is some 1958 ledger paper stamped on. Just a flower I cut out. This is an envelope in the center of the last signature. This is a jar and some paper. This is the back side with a journal spot. This is fussy cut, and I just laid it across 2 pages. So it kind of looks, I don't know, like pressed flower. That's a seed card. Oops, that's an upside down. It's another bird from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. And this is the last page. More of that paper. And then this is an envelope from, oh, jenofevedesigns. That's the last. And then just a card. So that is my book. I'll have my label here. I just haven't done it yet. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks and have a great day.